Let's meet the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'6", at forward, number 40, Harrison. 6'5", at forward, number 24, Devin Lissette. 6'5", guard, number 5, Stefan Castle. 6'3", guard, number 4, De'Aaron. 7'3", at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama. The head coach for your San Antonio Spurs is Mitch Johnson. This is your San Antonio Spurs.
So here are the Jazz starting five. We've got Bailey, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Yaroslav Mikhailuk, and it's George in at the 1. And for San Antonio, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Fox in at point guard. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Now here's Vassell. And it's Fox missing. Here's George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Markkanen for 3. That shot off the mark. All alone on the break. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Now here's George. Nurkic is screen on Fox. And here's George. Markkanen outside. 4-3. Again, Markkanen missing. Fox outside. Wembanyama screen. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And so it's Utah with it. 4-point game. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
The 3, Vassell. The rebound by the Jazz. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. San Antonio with the ball. Following the bucket by Utah. Castle for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Mikhailuk. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Castle outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. Vassell finds Castle. Fox for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. George against Castle. The 3-ball. And the basket by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 6.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Spurs trail by 4. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Showing stats from the real NBA. The best passing teams in the association. The Jazz second.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Castle, a screen on Nurkic. Here's Wembanyama. Clock at 6. On the wing, Fox. George defending. And De'Aaron Fox, good for 3.
Sometimes Fox gets room behind the three-point line because of that blow-by ability.
George passes to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 6. Now Markkanen, pass to Bailey. From deep, sinks it from distance.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Wembanyama down low, defended by Nurkic. And yep, it's good. Wembanyama's got this second bucket.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
To the inside. Here's Bailey. Lays it up and banks it in. Bailey's got his second basket on the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That is an assertive shot from Fox. Total trust in his jump shot. He's come a long way in that regard.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's Vassell. He's scoreless. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Barnes. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
George for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity, a three-point play. It goes on Keontae George. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. As the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Fans, a huge San Antonio welcome to the Spurs Max Squad.
Check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Spurs, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course, there's Utah, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out San Antonio, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Now here's George, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Utah with another miss. Spurs lead by 5. Castle outside. Barnes finds Castle. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Utah moving the ball around. And he lobs it up top. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
San Antonio with the ball. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Utah with the ball. Following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. George for 3. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 8. Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
George with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Nurkic. Back to George. Over Fox. Again, Utah.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Puts up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. George with it. Fox picks him up. Markkanen outside. Inside. Here's Nurkic. And the layup falls.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Castle outside. Up top, Johnson. Pass to Fox. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Jazz.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Barnes. The Jazz making their last shot. They grab their own miss. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Wembanyama's got 8. Jazz trail by 6. And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Spurs with some changes. Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. George outside. Fires from deep. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Harper. George defending. Now here's Sohan. Left side, Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Covered by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harper passes to Johnson. Left side, Wembanyama. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Kevin Love's checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Lauri Markkanen, and Hendricks is subbed in for George. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Now here's Filipowski. He had 25 points in his last game, and Hendricks gets it to go.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Love. Here's Sensabaugh. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Over to the wing. three, Collier, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And Utah with a change here, too. Sheboy's checked in. Outside Johnson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, the focus of Keldon Johnson making the interior defense look totally ineffective.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Spurs leading by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Luke Cornette out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here's Hendricks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Utah. Harper passes to Cornette. And here's Johnson. Stolen. And they're running. Here's Hendricks. No good from outside.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Harper. Now Johnson jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. To the middle. Oh, misses the dunk.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Harper. Rebounded by the Jazz. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And he makes it.
Well, it's hard to stop him once he's at the rim. That's a strong move.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Castle. Banked it in off the glass. Castle's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Collier. 8 points in his last time out. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Let's see those moves. No thanks. Dancing machine.
checked in for San Antonio. All right, now we have a moment. Let's take a look at the rookies putting up the best field goal percentages this year. Fourth, Stephon Castle.
Thus far, he's been smart offensively, taking only the good looks, and is showing up in his field goal percentage as well.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Collier, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Marketing outside. Here's Collier. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
And that one drops. Sohan's got his first basket of the night.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
San Antonio.
And let's take a look now at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, BA, they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
And he drops the first. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. San Antonio leading by 8. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Wow, Victor takes it to him inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Markkanen outside. Filipowski sets a screen. Markkanen misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Here's Mikhailuk. He has 6. Pass to Collier. Now here's Markkanen. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Markkanen's got 7.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the 3 on the other end.
Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Wemby stays with it and puts it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Filipowski up top. Pass to Bailey. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Harper. And Utah with a change here, too. Nurkic just checked in. Six to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Utah with another miss.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Sohan outside. This one for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic just got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the left wing. Pass to Mikhailuk. Fires for three. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Wembanyama. Sohan up top. Fox outside. Back to Sohan. Let's go with a three. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 11.
You know, when Wembanyama gets to an offensive rebound, he's going straight back to the rim with it. You can count on that.
Here's Mikhailuk. And it's all from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Sohan outside to the paint. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Jazz trail by 13. Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. And here's Markkanen. Sohan covering. Markkanen misses.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds. It was last touched by Fox. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. George, he's checked in for Collier. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. Pass to Markkanen. From outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. PA?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Fox. Following the bucket by Utah. The three, Vassell. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 11. All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
And the Spurs' shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Over Nurkic. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 24.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Markkanen. There's the three. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, Markkanen's staying after it. He has got it going.
Johnson a screen on Nurkic. Wembanyama, the pass to Fox. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his third assist of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. That one drops for him. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Wembanyama. Nurkic with some nice D.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Pass to George. Launches a three. Sohan with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Fox finds the cell. Now Wembanyama. 4-3. And Wemby rips one from long distance.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter two.
There's a screen by Nurkic. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, look at Nurkic using his physique on offense, taking his shot and drawing a good foul.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Johnson. That one's no good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling. Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
A minute and a half left in the first half of this one. Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Bailey for three. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 13. Now Vassell from the arc. Rebounded by Bailey. George outside. 58 seconds left to play in the half. Bailey, the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen sets a screen. George, and that's good. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Castle for three. Here's Wembanyama. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Inside, out to Fox. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Markkanen. Bailey's got 11 points.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so the San Antonio Spurs earning this break in the action, up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the San Antonio Spurs.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. And pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Well, right now for the Spurs, I have them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 10-point game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Keontae George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bailey in at the small forward position. Now here's Wembanyama out to Fox. That three's off the mark. To the inside. It goes up, and Markkanen throws it down.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Spurs lead by 8. Fox outside. Here's Barnes. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. George outside. Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Wembanyama. Castle for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Here's Mikhailuk. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Nurkic. For 3, George. Shot by Nurkic, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
To the middle. Wembanyama won't be denied.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
George passes to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Vassell. George outside. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
San Antonio leading by 10. Outside Barnes. Vassell outside. Shoots over Bailey. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. 3-pointer. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Pass to Fox. George with a steal. Down low. In transition, here come the Jazz.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
The Spurs have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
Well, look, Fox is wiry strong. He can handle contact.
Jazz trail by 9. Now here's George. He's got 7. Markkanen outside. For 3, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Vassell. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
And he sinks the second. Here's Fox. He's got 11. Vassell outside. Barnes a screen. Lets the three fly. Vassell can't get it to go.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Barnes, beyond the arc, and the three-pointer goes. Barnes has got 19 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
It's Mikhailuk on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. And here's Bailey for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Fox outside. The shot. And there's another one for the Spurs.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
And here's George. 7 points in the game. Nurkic passes to Bailey. Shoots from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And over these last 10 games, these are the players at the point guard position that have been the most effective from the foul line. Keontae George, third.
Yeah, when this group goes to the line, odds are they're sinking their shots. As a result, the defense really has to question whether they can be as aggressive as they'd like to be.
And that's something he can really use to his advantage. It gives him an edge against more imposing defenders.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 10. Mikhailuk, the pass to Bailey. And here's George.
Move around.
Here's Bailey. He's got 19. Offline with a 3. Johnson passes to Barnes. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. building this lead in every way possible.
And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
There's a screen by Nurkic. George passes to Filipowski. Here's Mikhailuk. Gets the three to fall. Mikhailuk's got 12 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Castle outside. Back to Fox. Outside Barnes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Barnes has got 11 points in the quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. For three, George. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 14. Out to Fox. Castle outside. Now Barnes. George defending. Three-pointer, Fox. Can't hit that one.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Kicks it to George. The three is up. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And it's Utah with the ball. They trail by 16. George against Fox. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. Nurkic, a screen on Fox. For three, George. George with another miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Castle for three. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Castle against George. Pass to Bailey. George outside. Shot clock at 5. Nurkic, a screen on Castle. George for three. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
Utah shooting 37% since the beginning of the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Filipowski, the pass to George. Gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 10 points in the game.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Castle outside. Pass to Barnes. Fox for three. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
George outside. Here's Filipowski. Cashes it in from 11 feet. He's got 10. Spurs lead by 17. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. A big group substitution here for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Nurkic. Hendricks comes in for Bailey. Sensabaugh is checked in for Mikhailuk, and it's Collier in for George. Here's Harper. He's got 5. Castle on the wing. 4 on the clock. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Hendricks, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. Sohan outside. He shoots. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Pass to Castle. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Collier. Here's Filipowski. Uses the glass on the layup. Filipowski's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. San Antonio on top. They lead by 13. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Johnson is out there with Harper, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. And Harper gets it to go.
I love that dish. Wembanyama so unselfish.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. There's the triple. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Now here's Filipowski. Sohan covering. Fires the 3. Hendricks no good. San Antonio leading by 16. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Got it. Wembanyama's got 37.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Utah moving the ball around. Sensabaugh, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Harper. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. From deep, Harper. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Collier. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. They still need this. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the wing. Here's Collier. Filipowski sets a screen. Collier, no good. Sohan inside. Harper passes to Johnson. And here's Vassell. And he drives in. The 3 from Wembanyama. The rebound by Filipowski.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Pass to Collier. To the inside. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Markkanen. Takes a 3. Sohan with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Now here's Vassell. Wembanyama screen. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Timeout called Mitch Johnson. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs Hype Squad. Once again, fans, let's give a big hand to your sensational Spurs dance team.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. To the left side wing from deep. Harper. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Filipowski. For 3, Collier. Utah with another miss. Here's Harper. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Harper. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Harper, then for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Now here's Vassell. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 11. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Assist goes
Just
to
flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Fox. Castle a screen on George. Barnes finds Fox. And here's Vassell. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. And Utah has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Pass to Mikhailuk. Inside. Here's Bailey. From downtown. Connects from downtown. Bailey's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Spurs lead by 16. Castle outside. Back to Fox. Now here's Barnes. Vassell outside. Takes the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Soft touch off the glass.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Fox against George.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Jazz trail by 19. Pass to Mikhailuk. Launches it. Barnes with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Fox for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Pass to George. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas are all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Here's Mikhailuk. Following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Markkanen from long range. No good there.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
Here's Sohan. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And it's Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. George passes to Markkanen. Shoots over Barnes. The Jazz again can't hit.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Pass to Bailey, to the paint. Here's Markkanen. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Now here's Fox. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Jazz ball.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Barnes. Champagny comes in for Vassell. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Misses the three.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier. Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
From Calvin Johnson.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. George sets a screen. Nurkic passes to Bailey. From behind the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Harper. Back to Cornette. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Harper, pass to Cornette. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Bailey. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Champagny. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.